What's up, everybody? Welcome back to OAP-TV. I'm Brian,
And I am Kyler.
and this week we have a few topics to talk about. A bunch of PPA stuff, Anna Lee, Federico, Zane, all types of stuff. We have things about the OAP tournaments, winners, paddle giveaways.
Big giveaway. Yeah.
We got a bunch of stuff going on today, and what do you want to talk about first?
Let's just recap our OAP news. So we just finished up the June tournament. We had a big money ball. Shout out to the winners, Billy Cook and Tristan for winning the doubles.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's their first big doubles win. So congratulations to them. Also, Jake Bauer with an awesome performance in singles took home the top prize for that. And I also want to give a special shout out to Austin Bask for coming up in third. Big upset over a few players, and the best run I've seen him had. So congratulations to everybody who won some money in the money ball. And if you want to try to win again, coming up on July 26th is going to be another money ball, and this one is going to have seniors brackets, another open doubles money ball, as well as a women's doubles. We're hoping to get. So
that's really good.
Yeah,
Have so many different types.
yeah, it'll give a chance for some new people to win the seniors and the women's doubles for sure.
Yeah.
There's going to be, thousands of dollars given away across all divisions. So
Damn.
if you were interested, yeah, it's also not just for like the 5-0 plus players. There are skill cap divisions as well, like 3-0 to 4-0,
Yeah.
like 4-0 to 5-0. So yeah, anyone who wants to compete in a money ball can check those out for sure.
Cool. Yeah, I like that too. That it's not just for the 5-0s, just for the high level guys.
Yeah,
The good players, supposedly.
yeah.
Good
I mean,
players,
pickleball's for everyone, and like like everyone turns up their intensity when money's on the line.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're competing for like 1,000 plus at the open division, or like a couple hundred at the 3-0 division. Like people still want it, and you can feel that intensity and energy when you're playing for sure. It's definitely different from just like rec play.
Heck yeah. Talking about intensity. Let's talk a little bit about Anna Lee. I want to do Anna Lee first.
All right, yeah.
How freaking awesome she was doing that. She's just dominating that orange cup. It's her third year in a row that she gets triple crowns. And then she did the 50-50-50.
She makes it look easy. Yeah, for first she's now got 50 wins in singles, 50 wins in mixed, and 50 wins in women's doubles.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
They keep saying that nobody's going to do that ever again. Do you think that?
It'll be tough. I mean, I don't think anyone will ever do it by the age of 18.
I know, right?
I mean, that's the crazy part, is their career is, just getting started really in pickleball. Like she could be doing this for another 2 decades.
Yeah, for sure.
If she really wants to and really take care of her body, like
yeah.
But yeah, I mean there are a lot of tournaments right now, so I could see somebody in 10 years doing it over the course of a 15-year career maybe, but
so long or just not in that short period of time.
Yeah, not before they can legally drink.
Speaking of
I
which,
think that's safe.
Hear me.
I also think we might be entering into a period of sort of even higher level dominance for her now that she switched to her partner with Anna Bright, because that was sort of the weak link for her with winning the triples crown. Singles, she's been utterly dominant now for like a couple years. She'll take like one loss a year or something in singles.
Yeah,
it's insane. Her and Ben, I think, have always been a pretty sure thing. Once in a while, one of the other two or three good teams will take them out, but
Right.
it's unusual. The one that was giving her trouble was women's doubles.
Well,
Uh,
I think because I thought that her and Anna Bright were just dominating.
yeah, I think they've played 2 tournaments now, and they haven't lost a game.
Well,
And
no, I'm talking about before.
oh yeah,
I thought they were dominating like crazy before.
yeah. She went with Catherine
And then
though.
something happened with Anna Bright that she called up Catherine. And then Catherine ditched I think it was who was it? Allison or Elise Jones.
Was that who it was?
Yeah. And she ditched her and she got crazy terrible.
Mm.
they they made fun of her and they were like hating on Catherine so much because she just like ditched her like right
Oh,
before it was like
yeah.
a day before the tournament or whatever. And then after that it was like that was it. It was just Catherine and
Yeah.
Anna Lee. But a lot of people were talking about that Anna Lee Waters and Anna Bright were just they were dominating like crazy before. That it wasn't that
Yeah.
it wasn't like one sided, but it was like they were winning because you had Callie Smith that was really good.
Yeah. Her and Lucy were
um,
very good.
I want to say Simone Jargine was still in the game, doing her thing back then, and she was winning
Mm-hmm.
as well. Um, but I think that Anna Bright has just grown so much as a player
Yeah.
that they're definitely gonna like they were doing really good before, and I think they're gonna just dominate now because the ones that Anna Lee and Catherine lost to, it was always Anna Bright.
Yeah. Anna and Rachel as a duo were definitely closing the gap on the duo of Anna Lee and Catherine. And that was, I think, her most likely to get clipped before getting the Triple Crown. Um, but yeah, they haven't. I mean, since they've gotten back together, they haven't lost a single game. And I don't mean match. They haven't
Right,
like they're
games.
playing 3 out of 5s and 2 out of 3s and not dropping a single game in those.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not
which is
it's not easy
yeah,
to do.
a very very high level of dominance, I
Yeah,
would say.
because there are some crazy good
Yeah,
players.
and the competition is better now. You've got
Yeah,
like Tyra and Georgia, they're a solid team.
yeah,
Catherine and Rachel is no joke
yeah.
either.
Kawamoto's there's so many. It's like that like all the teams are pretty much stacked. So it's definitely not easy.
Yeah, and yeah, I think if I mean she's almost at this point I think she's like a favorite to sort of triple crown. She's like more likely than not to triple crown at a tournament.
Yeah.
I think the did you see that Anna Bright and Hayden game versus Ben and Anna Lee?
I didn't see that one. I saw like a couple points,
Okay.
but I didn't like see the whole game
Okay.
or the whole match or even a whole game or anything. I only
Yeah.
saw a few points. I got 4 kids. It's
Yeah, I hear you. I think if anyone is gonna defeat Anna Lee and if anyone's gonna stop her from getting the triple crown, I think Anna Bright in mixed doubles right now is probably the most likely candidate to do that.
and what I mean, did they take any games
Yeah,
away
they
from
took the
Ben and
first game pretty they didn't crush them, but it was pretty decisive. Like they definitely outplayed them the first game. And Hayden's offense when he's on is like unbelievable. The pace that he's generating on like volleys of barely above the net is crazy. If when he starts getting those, it's very hard even for like Ben and Annalie's defense to reliably bring back points.
did they only take one game out of off of them?
Yeah, it
They
was a
only the
it
one
was a
that
2 out of
won.
3.
So what do you think that was the difference between the first game and the second game? Like what did Ben and Annalie do different to
Uh,
gain more control? You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying? Like to
pretty
gain.
basic stuff. Just like more consistent. Hayden was missing, I think, a lot of like thirds and stuff, and Ben and Annalie just kind of did the thing where they don't miss, they make you beat them.
Right. So they're just
They make
stuck
you
to
beat them, 11. They make you earn all 11 points off of them, and
yeah.
uh,
So they just stuck with their because they're just super solid. I mean,
yeah,
they're the best in the world.
yeah. I mean, they're still the best, but I just think if anyone's gonna stop Anna Lee from taking home the triple crown, next tournament, next tournament, next tournament, it's probably gonna be Anna Bright playing with Hayden or somebody like that.
Hayden or like
One
All
of the
Sean. All
yeah.
Sean is I just
He
don't
could be there, yeah.
I don't think they're ever gonna play together.
Yeah.
And that's probably because couples should not play together. Um, what else? You were talking about Ben and Colin?
Yeah, that was also another interesting matchup that I saw for sure.
I didn't get to
Where
see that one like at all. Like I didn't even. I think that I may have like seen it on YouTube or
yeah,
something, but I never got to actually see it at all.
it was definitely interesting seeing Colin sort of play across from Ben. If you could tell that Colin is sort of more comfortable playing against Ben than almost anyone. And Ben was very hesitant to like pull the trigger on Colin
Yeah,
a
well,
lot of the
because
times.
he just Colin just knows Ben inside out.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, Colin was playing with James Ignatowicz, and Ben was playing with Gabe Tardio, obviously. And I mean, the Ben basically won the game just cross court dinking to James.
Really?
Yeah, but did not go at Colin very much. And like when he did, Colin was ready, sort of knew it was coming. Like it was just not that effective for Ben to do his Ben thing versus Colin, which I thought was interesting for a couple reasons. Is one, because Colin, I think, sometimes catches a lot of slack for sort of not being as overall good as some of the other players, but he really does play like as good a defensive right side as
Yeah.
anybody else around. I also think that if I were like a strong left side player, and sort of my main goal was to take down Ben Johns, uh, thinking of Christian Alshon comes to mind.
Yeah.
What I think would almost like to beat Ben more than he would like to win the tournament.
Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, yeah.
I would definitely think about playing with Colin because uh, Ben looked uh, he looked a lot more hesitant to sort of go at the right side guy, and it really does come down to that like left side player cross court battle. I
Right.
think if you can win that and you have Colin on your team, I think you can actually take down
Okay.
Ben Johns.
Because I know a lot of people have said to. I mean, I don't think it's a huge weakness, but if there was a weakness on Ben Johns, it would be his left foot. So that's why a lot of people try to like keep him honest or
Yeah.
whatever. But it's because of that left foot target, and then you kind of can get him uncomfortable ish if you do have Colin,
Yeah.
because then, like you said, he's gonna hesitate to go straight to Colin because Colin knows him inside out. He knows every single shot that he does. He drills with them. I mean, they know each other inside out,
Yeah.
but it's like Ben knows what Colin's capable of and vice versa.
Yeah, he was more comfortable playing across from Ben than anybody I've ever seen, for sure. And not surprising given what you just said. But yeah, if I were an awesome left side player and looking to take down Ben Johns, I would definitely think about giving Colin a try.
Yeah. I got to work on my left side and
Yeah,
my right
you're
side. I got to work on every damn thing. I tell you what,
Yeah.
shoot. We want to talk about Zane or Fed,
Oh, these are both fun.
right?
Let's go with the Zane one first.
The Zane. The
Yeah.
Freaking, I mean, I'm going to say it. He's a damn crybaby throwing temper tantrums. Who the hell does that? I mean, if you guys didn't see it, he tried to destroy the paddle anyway. He lost. He hits the floor with his paddle, whining like a little baby, and then he tries to break the paddle over his knee. I think it was 3 times, and he could not break
Yeah, he was
it. I mean, if you're gonna throw a tantrum, do it right. Break the damn thing. Break it into pieces.
I don't know. I think that was great repping for 6-0 though, because like what better way to prove how well and durable your paddles are constructed than just seeing Zane Ford wail on it and like his arm losing the battle.
Yeah, so it's good marketing. It's good marketing.
Yeah, probably got like tennis elbow after
Yeah.
that. It just the paddle was fine though.
Like the paddles.
I think
this
he could,
durable
yeah, I think he
that
could
you
have kept.
can't
I think
break
he
it or
could have kept
whatever.
playing with it. For
Yeah, probably. Because I mean, all he did was like maybe bend it a little bit.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah, the thing is solid. It's
I
great.
mean,
Great viral marketing for 6-0.
I mean, that's just. It's kind of dumbfounding to me that. There's amateur players that do that. They get all mad and whiny and whatever, but at the pro level, that's just crazy to me.
You don't see it often. I think Alshon did it maybe like a year or so ago. I think I saw him smash up one of his paddles pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's not common. It's definitely a one of those things I think he brought over from tennis that would probably be better left at tennis.
Yeah.
But
Tyson's done it.
yeah.
He's broken his whatever he was playing with. I think he was playing with the 2 maybe, or maybe it was the Power Air.
That was probably easy to break.
His favorite paddle. It's not his favorite paddle. Just kidding.
I feel like he could sneeze on a Power Air and break it.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I mean?
It's very.
But
so
I just don't think. I think they just should have rules against stuff like that, because you're having so many people that are watching. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're gonna influence people, whether they mean to or not.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna see people doing stuff like that because they see it.
Yeah.
It's all the whole monkey see, monkey do. Mm-hmm. Whatever you see on TV, in a sports thing or whatever it is, you see it and then you mimic it, and it doesn't even have to be like, you're not trying to mimic it that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like on purpose, you want to destroy the paddle, and that's like your number one thing that, if I lose this match, I'm breaking this paddle. Like, you're not probably thinking that, but at the moment, because it happens, you know what I'm saying? Like at the moment, then you get mad or whatever. So I think they should, like, for me anyways, in my opinion, they should like fine them or something.
Yeah.
Of doing bad sportsman stuff like that, because that's just, and then kids are watching, teenagers are watching, you have all these young kids coming up onto the scene now.
Yeah.
You want them acting like that? Like it's crazy. For me, it's crazy. They should fine them, throw them in a dungeon for like 30 days or something, something, so that they don't freaking do it. Fine them.
Yeah. I also think that, like, the more it happens too, the less the stigma gets on sort of having that on-court tantrum, which sort of just means more people will do it. Like, you don't want to really be like, it's shameful to sort of be the only one who like does that all year. But if it's like, this guy did it 2 weeks ago and this guy did it 2 weeks ago, like, I'm pissed off, I may as well do it this week. Like, yeah. I think it would be good to not make that totally normal.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to normalize bad sportsmanship in any sport, for sure. But, especially when the sport's older, but now it's like it's just getting out of control.
Yeah.
It's blowing up and everything, and then it's going more into, they have Pickleball TV, have YouTube, whatever. So there's a lot more, I guess, broadcasting or whatever. But it's
also embarrassing on 2 levels when A, you are throwing the tantrum, and then B, you can't even break the paddle during your tantrum.
That's what I'm saying.
Doubly embarrassing.
If you're gonna do it, then do it right. There was a kid in it was an amateur hour. It was either a 4.0 or 4.5. I don't know what it was, but the kid lost, gets all mad, and then he just starts wailing on the net. Right, and then it was one of those nets, the portable nets with the wheels, and he's just banging the heck out of it. I think he hit it like 4 times, and then you could see the end of it, like the end of the net bend.
Yeah,
and then the net kind of went lower or whatever, and everybody's like, hey, this and that. So he does this, right, like super violently. And then he goes to shake the guy's hand, and the guy's like, I'm not shaking your hand, you
Yeah.
psycho. I mean, that just says, it doesn't say, for me, it doesn't say a lot of like their character personally,
Yeah.
but as a player for sure. And then if like, we all know how you have your anger problem, right?
Yeah, people tell me to cool it all the time on the courts.
Take it easy,
It's a menace.
Kyler.
I'm a menace out there.
But if for instance, if I see you doing that,
Yeah.
I would never ask you to play, like, ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's me, and I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that would be like, who are you gonna play with? Oh, whether it's this person or Kyler, but you know how Kyler gets.
Oh yeah,
He
there's
gets
don't worry. There's a
mad.
lot of people who blackballed me for sure.
No, not
It's
you.
just like, oh, Kyler, I'm out. Taking my name off the list.
I'm done. Oh man.
Sudden appointment.
So let's go into this Fed news. So Federer, how he wrote it up there.
Federer
Thanks,
Rico.
Dave. Just kidding. So Staxrud was with Adidas. I mean, he was with Yola, and then he went with Adidas.
Yeah, big. He was big announcement. He was like, "I'm going to Adidas." Yeah, sorry, goodbye, Yola. It's been great, so long. Heading to Adidas now. They're gonna give me a signature paddle. I'm gonna be the top Adidas player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it because he was. I think at the time he got to number 1.
Yeah.
In men's. And I think that's why he did it. And he had a great deal with Adidas, talking all good with Adidas, whatever, of their name and everything. And then, I don't even know the time, like the length of when he signed with them, to the point to where he switched paddles. And he switched in the middle of a match to go back to his Yola.
Yeah, it was.
And he did that a couple times in the match, and he did it a couple times in different matches.
Yeah, I would guess he went through like probably a couple minutes into his first warm up was when he started regretting it. Would be my.
Yeah.
Would be
He
my.
was probably like, what the hell did I do?
Did he ever make it through a full tournament with the Adidas paddle? Or was it just instantly like it was like 3 balls into the net, and then he was like,
I don't
forget
know.
this.
I don't even know if he made it like out of the parking lot. He probably just like, turn around.
Yeah.
No.
I left it in my car. Guess I got to play with the Yola. Oops.
No, there was he was losing in early rounds.
Mm.
And then he was getting like, there was upset, blah blah blah, beat Staxrud, the number 1 whatever. And then he was switching paddles, in like game 2 or something like that, because he was just like, he was getting like pretty ticked off about the paddle. And I mean, that says a lot, that paddles make a damn difference. If people think that paddles don't make a difference, they're crazy.
Yeah.
It definitely makes a huge difference in your game, especially if, I mean, these pros can literally play with anything, right? But if they're playing against each other and one of them has an awesome paddle, but the other one doesn't have the same paddle, the same technology, the same whatever, it's going to make a difference for sure. And then that person's going to want to play with that hot paddle.
I don't think there's ever been a time in pickleball when the gap between a really good paddle and a bad paddle has been bigger.
Yeah.
Like, I think, or like even not even a bad paddle, just like a dated paddle. Even is like you could take like one of the original Electrum carbon fiber ones, or something, and you could play against like a 6-0 Black Diamond and be fine.
Right.
Like the Black Diamond was a little bit like it's got a little more power, a little bigger sweet spot, but you can play against, like, skill can easily make up the gap there. Whereas like now, if you bring a Pro 4 versus somebody using like an original Hyperion or something, which was
Yeah.
Even then it was like a really good paddle
Right.
a few years ago.
Yeah, but
You're like so unbelievably outgunned in terms of like spin and
yeah,
power and consistency, sweet
because it
spot.
is a
Like,
good paddle, but you have to look at what kind of shots and everything
yeah,
were being used back then. Plus, you have to look at the game in reference to, now it's just like smash and crash. A lot of
yeah,
it's that, and the technology of the paddles too. You're gonna have different things that can absorb the ball. All just there's so many different factors
yeah.
in that. So yeah, you're right on that, I think. But
Very hard to win in like very hard to win in hands now if you're bringing like one of the if you're bringing a much older paddle or like an Amazon paddle against somebody who's got like a Pro 4, like
yeah, no,
it's just coming
it's gonna
so
be
much
night and
faster
day,
back
man.
at you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but yeah, I had saw that meme on Instagram that said X. So it was like a text message, and it was X, and then a heart with a crack in it, like
Yep.
broken heart, and then it was Stacksrude texting Yola, and it said, "Hey, dot dot dot, you up?" And then Hannah Bright had put in that in the comments. She says they always come back. I thought that was hilarious.
That's
Oh my
great.
gosh!
I love it.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna get a lot of crap about
She's
that
so
for
funny.
for
Yeah.
leaving and then coming back again because they don't have his paddle. They don't have a signature paddle for
No,
him.
I don't think they're gonna get him one either because like everyone in the universe uses the Ben Johnson
Yeah.
signature paddle. It's
The
like,
Ben's the way to go.
yeah, it's still just such a like even if he's not on top of the rankings and everything, and I think he's still the best. I don't know if he's the best singles player anymore, but he's still definitely the best doubles player.
I don't. Yeah, I think he's definitely top in
He's
singles.
top tier, I would
Yeah,
say.
it's just that the game has just changed so much, especially with singles. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
singles when I used to play a crazy amount of singles, it was my favorite part of the game was cat and mouse and going up to that net and everything like that. And you can't do that anymore. It's just you
No.
can manipulate the ball so much, and you can hit the ball super hard. You can do banana shots. You can just do so many different types of things with the ball now that you can't just go up
Yeah.
and then try to, it was just a whole strategy game, that cat and mouse thing.
Yeah.
And Tyson was super good at it.
Yep.
Ben Johns was the master of it.
Mm-hmm.
And now Ben Johns has to adapt. He has to adapt to what the game is now. So a lot of it is stay back, and choose when to go up now. Before it was that you have to have a big return and just go up. No matter what, just go up. Doesn't matter what happens, just go up. But now it's like, yeah, you're gonna get passed.
Yeah.
With all these paddles now.
Yeah, and like you were saying, you used to really be able to, work the cat and mouse game, hit those drop shots, go back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, now it's just these insane passing shots with
Yep.
like so much spin and pace, and like you were even saying with the banana shots, you can get them to curve out of the court and come back in. And yeah, so many games now just are coming down to like big serve, big return, and then like you either pass on the third or you miss it, and like that's the point.
Yeah. And so the cat and mouse, if nobody knows what that is, apparently our producer doesn't know anything over there. It's like, what the hell? What is that? And so a cat and mouse game, I mean, it's kind of retired now, but it's basically coming up to the net and you're kind of going up against each other in the kitchen. And you're just trying to get that opportunity. You're doing dinks, and you're trying to get the opportunity to either pass that person or to out dink them or just to outsmart them in the dink. So you make them think that you're going left or right or whatever. And banana shots as well is basically putting so much spin on the ball that it kind of goes out and then comes back in. So say for instance, I'm on the right side and the ball is on the right side, on the right side of the kitchen, transition area, whatever, and then I do a banana shot where the ball actually goes out of bounds in the air and then comes back in and hits the line, towards the back or whatever. And you could do that with a forehand or your backhand. But yeah, those are awesome shots to have. Now you just can't, like I said, you can't do the cat and mouse because
No.
of banana shots and just different other shots. And it's like,
Yeah, I enjoyed watching sort of cat and mouse singles more than I do current singles for sure. It was also a very unique style to pickleball, whereas anyone sort of familiar with serve and volley in tennis knows kind of how pickleball is played now. In that it's more return and volley in pickleball just because of the two bounce rule, but
yeah,
it basically the same concept of somebody goes up to the net and tries to hit an angle away from the other player, and then the player on the baseline is trying to pass the player at the net. And in fact, I think another interesting meta shift we're starting to see too, um, making it even more like tennis, is that now some of the men's players are opting to not even return and go up. They're opting to stay back at the baseline and just try to
yeah,
hit those passing shots instead.
yeah. A lot of them are doing that.
Yeah,
They're trying to, because it's just
women have always kind of done that, but now the men are doing it too.
right. But I mean, there's a whole thing of you don't really get a lot of 6'2", 6'4" size women.
Yeah,
So their reach was not as much as the guys, where they get to come up to the net and kind of cover a lot more.
yeah. The women could never quite cover the angles they needed to prevent the passing shots, but
Right.
now the guys,
Now
now
the
the passing
guys,
shots are so fast and sharp that
right,
the
and
guys can't
now
either.
now they can really hit the hell out of the ball
Yeah,
and have it go in,
yeah,
and that's just that's super tough to defend up
Yeah.
at that kitchen line. It's really
basically. I mean, it's basically just a matter of pace and dip that you can generate, and
yeah,
yeah, and I think it's funny that we. I think we're almost going to go to a singles game that even more resembles tennis singles, where it's just like people with huge ground strokes at the baseline, just
yeah.
hitting back and forth. We may not be too far away from that being like a pretty standard meta for
I kind of see that
singles.
too. I mean, it could be that because you could hit. I mean, you always go to that person's backhand and everything, unless you're like, playing Connor, something,
Yeah,
Tui Nation,
Tui Nation.
you know what I mean? So, but you're basically hitting that corner. You're trying to put it in that corner. You're not trying to do a crazy angle because they can easily just again banana shot
Yeah,
it and then come to the right side, your right side.
yeah,
So they're gonna just go back and forth, back and forth. It
yeah.
might. I could see it happening. Um, I hope it doesn't, because to me that's incredibly boring to watch. It may be awesome to play in it, but it's super
Yeah.
boring to watch a ball go in the same spot over and over again. Like, you want to see the passing shots, the guy stretching out to get it, and then the guy hurrying up because it wasn't a crazy shot and it was kind of a soft shot, so he has to run up. Then you have kind of a cat and mouse game, and
Yeah.
then either you have a hands battle or he lobs it over, like just action, not just smash, smash, smash,
Yeah.
smash,
Also,
smash.
from a viewership sort of perspective, which is really what the PPA cares about, I think it's just going to be hard to ever compete with tennis if you're just like tennis with a slower ball and a smaller court.
Right.
Like if it's not distinct in a significant way, I think tennis is just like a better viewing experience.
Yeah.
If you're just playing baby tennis essentially in
Yeah.
singles.
I mean, I don't know. Real quick, actually, we didn't mention in the beginning, but the pickler
Oh yeah.
The Pickler on the last episode, we said that we had the Pickler general manager that he had talked to us, and that we were gonna go over. We're gonna check out the place. We were gonna get some footage, of the place inside.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring my little drone, record some stuff, probably crash it into some stuff there because I'm not very good at it. But and he was actually gonna come on to the podcast and give a little insight, about the heckler and everything, but pretty much answer some good questions of why it hasn't opened and why it keeps like
Yeah.
getting delayed. And the interview with the general manager kind of got delayed with us.
Yeah.
So even though
one more postponement.
yeah, daggone. I mean, shoot. We don't know exactly, like for sure, what's going on with that. But we were just talking about, and even though they canceled on us or wants to reschedule or whatever, we definitely welcome them back
Yeah.
whenever they can. Hopefully, we can get them and see if it'll work out. But
Yeah.
unfortunately,
I'd still love to get a look inside, and if they ever want to come on and tell us the ins and outs of building and running a facility, I think that'd be awesome. But
yeah, for sure.
yeah, I do believe they're struggling right now with some code issues, which is
Yeah.
sort of the least fun thing ever to deal with.
Yeah,
I think when you're,
that's always a whole thing.
especially
I
when
mean,
you're
everybody
that
always
close
thinks,
to opening.
yeah, and then it's
Yeah.
like when you know that you're gonna open, and then something just comes up.
Yeah.
So we don't even know if they know about it. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry,
Ahead
one
of
more
time,
government hurdle.
or- yeah, exactly. Or it's like, maybe the day before they open, they get told this, or even hours before. Who knows? But
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why we really wanted to have them on, just to get some answers and everything. But
Yeah.
again, hopefully we can reschedule that.
I think they're slated to open this weekend, but I don't. We don't have the inside scoop on what's going on with them in terms of
Yeah.
if they've got everything up to code and they are actually ready to open. So
Yeah, and that's just word on the street.
yep.
Don't be like, well, Kyler said that they were opening this week.
Yeah,
What
it might
the
not.
hell?
It might not be a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't just drive there and hope for the best at this point.
So, yeah, let's get back to these leagues, the Moneyball leagues, the tournaments and everything. Let's talk about that a little bit. How you doing in the league?
I think my team is about middle of the pack right now. Actually, I looked at the standings. We're one below you guys. Your team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get used to it. No, just kidding. No, I don't even know where we stand. It's a crazy amount of fun.
Yeah.
I love that format, and I love playing there.
Some really good teams for sure.
Yeah. They're pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest everybody to hit up for season 3, because season 3 is happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right after we're done with this one, so July 10th will be the start date.
Okay, so July
next
10th
one,
is the first day of the season 3.
Yeah, we're gonna run it back. So if you want to get in, it'll be another 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, about $20 per session, which is
Cool.
yeah.
Heck yeah. I might just have to do that one. Also, and what about that you were talking about the high roller? The money ball, it's for July 26th.
Yep, July 26th is going to be another big money ball coming up. And then our August tournament. We just finished the big June tournament, and we've got another big one coming up in August. The Orlando Orthopedic Center is sponsoring us once again. And our podcast sponsor, Rainstorm, will also be there with free drinks for everybody.
Thank you, Rainstorm.
We're also going to try to have free food there for the players as well.
Nice.
And we did, from our last tournament, we did do a paddle giveaway for all subscribers to the OAP-TV channel.
Yeah.
Do we wanna go over the winners now?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's.
so we
It
had
was a whole raffle thing.
Yeah, everyone who subscribed to our channel, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for watching if this is your first time here. Everybody who subscribed got a spin at the roulette wheel, and the winners went into this jar right here.
Yeah. So do we want to do the Yola Pro 4 first
You want to do it
or
first?
save it for last?
Yeah, let's do it first.
The
Let's
first?
do it first, yeah.
All right. So who's going to win this?
All right. So there's about 20 people who won the roulette wheel in here, and we are going to start drawing names, and somebody from here, let's see. Our winner is Jason Bruce. Congratulations, Jason Bruce.
Awesome.
On the Pro
Congrats, my guy. You got the Pro 4. So we will be contacting you shortly.
4. All right.
Next will
We
be
got 4 more paddles here.
Yeah, we got 4 more. Let's get the Carbon 3X.
All right. This is a good paddle. All right. And the lucky winner is Esteban.
Something. Did he just put
I think it's just
Esteban?
Esteban.
Oh, well, maybe he's
So,
like,
yeah.
Prince, Madonna.
I
What's your name?
Last-
Esteban.
Can you maybe the email there has a
I don't have my glasses. No, I don't have that. But we have the number and we have the
All right.
email, so we'll be contacting you.
Yes, we will be contacting
Yeah,
you
for sure.
there. All right.
This one's going to be for the Invicta
Ooh, the power,
Power
air.
Air. Yes.
Nice.
Feel the power.
That's still one of the best looking paddles, I feel like, out there.
It is. It's pretty dope.
All right.
Who is the lucky winner?
Roosevelt Castillo. Congratulations.
Awesome. Congratulations, Roosevelt. The next paddle will be the Sevix paddle.
Our friends at Sevix. All right.
The C1 Pro Series.
Let's take a look. The winner is Jonathan Demaney. Congratulations, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
We'll be getting a free Sevix paddle.
Awesome, awesome. And the last paddle that we have is that Tyson McGuffin, the Yola.
The Yola 3.
Magnus.
All right. Let's go ahead and see who won. Kai Maynor. Congratulations, Kai.
Nice.
Yola 3.
Awesome. Very good, very good.
All right.
So we will be contacting you guys for these paddles to give you your prizes. We have some more stuff. Keep digging.
Yeah.
Keep digging in those. Keep digging in that jar, buddy. We're gonna go for. Let's do this Selkirk bag.
Selkirk bag. All right. The winner of the Selkirk bag is Gabe Stanton. Gabe Stanton. Congratulations.
Congratulations. We have another bag, and this is the awesome carbon bag here.
I like the carbon
The
bags.
Pro Team Sling right here. See it on mine? Boom.
All right.
Dope. Who is the lucky winner?
The lucky winner is Jordan Alexander.
Jordan.
Congratulations, Jordan.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very good. Next one, let's give away a Selkirk hat.
Hat. All right. It's a good athletic hat here.
Nice.
All right. I got somebody. It is Hugh Lee. Hugh Lee. Congratulations on your hat.
Very nice. Awesome. We got a shirt. What is this? Iced. What is this? lifestyle.com. Cool. Is that L3?
L3.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is right here. Again, I don't have my glasses.
Yeah, one of our sponsors from the tournament that they had a booth there. They sold a lot of shirts. They're pretty cool designs, great athletic fit here. And they have given away one of their performance shirts, and that is going to Joan, Jhoan.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Joan.
Congratulations.
That's one of the Esteban names.
Yeah, 2 people without last names have been winners here. So
We got some more stuff. Let's do we still got some more tickets in there.
yeah.
So we're gonna give out 2 Selkirk Sport gift cards.
All right.
All right. So we'll give one out to, who is it?
Let me see. Lori Lopez.
Lori, congratulations. One
So
more.
for
Let's do
gift
one
card-
more.
One more. All right. Here we go. And that is going to
Esteban. Just kidding.
Kernedy Saez, I believe. Am I reading that right?
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
hey,
There we
you
go.
know, why not? Well, we have a lot of winners. That was how many was that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 11 prizes we just gave away. 11 prizes in 11 minutes. I don't know. Was it 11 minutes? I don't know.
Hopefully not that long.
But we'll be getting to you guys pretty soon. We have your numbers on the tickets. We have the email on the tickets. So we will definitely be getting.
And thanks to everybody who subscribed and who played our roulette wheel while they were at the tournament. And if you didn't get the paddle you wanted, remember you can always use code OAP-TV to pick up one of these Carbon True Foams from the Carbon website.
Nice,
So,
nice.
we appreciate everyone who supports us using that OAP-TV code.
For sure. Do we have... Well, that's it, huh? I have nothing else to give away. We
I like that shirt with you.
do we?
Is
I love
that
this
up
shirt.
for
Are you
grabs?
kidding me? I made this myself. No, I'm just kidding. I can't remember for the life of me where I got this shirt.
Did you get it before playing pickleball?
I did not.
Okay.
Hell no. I got it.
I just thought maybe you were a big Pickles fan.
No, I got it maybe a couple years after.
Okay.
And it just everything, just like with everything, like if you start something, then you start seeing that every freaking where.
Yeah.
And I see pickles everywhere that I go, and I don't know why it follows me. And I saw this shirt either just somewhere, Walmart, Target, something that I wasn't even looking for it.
Yeah.
And it was just, it was like right in my peripherals.
I just called out.
We
to
were just
you.
walking, like getting something for the kids or getting something for the house, because house projects are never ending nightmares. And then I'm like, what is that? And I looked, and I'm like, ha ha. I'm like, check it out, babe. It was only like $3 or something. I'm like, I'm getting it. It's in my budget. My wife gives me like $5 a week. I gotta spend it wisely. You know what I mean? Do we wanna talk about couples on the court? Do we have time, producer? The thumbs up.
We got the thumbs.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about couples on the court fighting, getting divorced.
Yeah.
On the court.
You ever get close to any divorces over pickleball?
Not me and my wife, thankfully.
That's
I always
good.
get people that find out that me and Faith, that we play together.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, that is so great that you can play together. I can never play with my wife, or I can never play with my husband, or whatever.
Yeah.
And me and her have actually seen people like fight pretty bad, where they leave, whether it's the tournament or just rec play. cursing each other out.
Yeah.
Just like really, really bad stuff. And I'm like, if you know that you can't play with them, what are you doing playing with them? Makes no sense. Like, why even play? Doesn't make sense. Like, just play with somebody else.
Yeah, some couples are just too stubborn to like admit that though. And they're just like, we both like pickleball, let's give it another try.
Yeah, like it's fine. We'll just make up
Yeah.
later. I wonder if that's the case too. Like if they just argue on a regular
Yeah.
and then they argue on pickleball. It is what it is. It was just a night of pickleball. It doesn't matter because they argue anyways.
Yeah.
So it's just another night of arguing, and tomorrow they'll be fine.
Or there are also people who I think can there are people who can like leave the pickleball argument on the pickleball court, and then there are people who just like take it home and carry it with them
Yeah.
for like the rest of the night, going on multiple days and stuff.
Yeah, some people
Yeah.
like linger on it, and I just don't. That's what I don't understand is like why play with them if that's how it is. Like just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, me and Faith are super blessed that we don't. I mean, we don't ever fight, so maybe that's the thing too.
That's the key.
Yeah, and we always thought that was weird too, that we don't fight like in the relationship. I make up fights just to be like,
Does it have something
babe, we've
to
been
do?
getting along for like so long.
Yeah, you
We
gotta
need
shake
an
it up.
argument somewhere.
It gets boring to always
Yeah,
get
yeah.
along, right?
Like what the hell? You've left that fork in.
Yeah. You don't want to always miss out on angry makeup sex either, right?
Exactly. That's the best. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen so many people. They either curse each other out. They get real nasty with like a shot, or the guy taking over. You know, he's trying to poach, and it's like, wow, if you're gonna poach, then make the shot, Richard. God damn it! Like they get super pissed. It's like, whoa. And I always see that it's the woman. The wife gets super mad at the husband all the time, and the husband's like, oh boy.
You can always tell with the couples that like the vibe is off immediately too. Like within a couple of points, it's always like a similar pattern where like it'll be like the girl misses like a relatively easy shot, like unforced error. She'll just be like, I can feel you judging me over there. And the guy's like, no, it's fine, whatever. But then so the next point, he'll come over and just try to take like 80% of the court to hit. And of course, he's way overextended. So he either misses completely or he's just left half the court wide open for the ball coming back.
And he does it because he's like, listen, you missed the last 5 shots.
Yeah.
I'm taking over now. It's done.
And then it'll be like, what are you doing over here? I can hit that.
It's like, let me serve it for you. Let me serve it for you.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, let them play and everything. But
then the girl is right. Like the guy is over there mad that she's making the unforced errors. Like if he comes over and does the ridiculous poach next time,
yeah,
like she's not wrong.
No, 100%. Like if you're gonna make the poach, do the damn shot. Like what's going on with you? Yeah, it's kind of iffy. I've met a lot of like really nice people, and they just don't play together. They can't. They just can't whatsoever. And they're like super nice. They've been playing for years. They're really good. Both of them are like pretty much same level. They're super good. But they just can't do it. And I just don't know how that. I'm glad that I can play with my wife. It's like super awesome. And there's some folks that can, but I would definitely say it's rare that you see a couple play together. You always see them playing separate.
Mixed is the hardest, I think, sort of game type to form a good partnership anyway, just because like you really have to accept, especially like higher level, you really have to accept that like the girl as an overall player is just not going to be quite as good as their male partner, and the girl sort of will have to accept that like the guy is going to come over and try doing stuff sometimes, but like he's sometimes going to make mistakes doing that, and it's not always going to go perfect, but he can't just stand there and sort of watch you play. like
There
the
was
whole
there
time.
was actually, because that's rare too. If you find, that both of them are equal.
Yeah.
There was actually the I think it was the last Moneyball that there was a couple that played,
Okay.
and I don't know if they're a couple or not. Can't remember, whatever. But it was the last Moneyball
The
that was
tournament.
at OAP. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it
They're
was
not a couple.
they're not right.
I pried. They're not.
They're not right. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I didn't think they were, but the first time that I saw them, I played with Max in a Moneyball. I think in Bradenton.
Yeah.
Played with Max Green, and he played freaking awesome. We got to play against Tardio. We got to play against Gabriel Tardio and his brother, and that was awesome. Freaking, it was 21-19, and it was just back and forth. It was like we had a huge crowd like all around, and that was like one of the coolest freaking things ever. This was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and they were in that, and they did really really good. I don't know if they actually went to the gold medal match or not, but we saw them. I saw them again in the APP in Miami, and it was I took my wife, and we played in that in the 5-0,
Yeah.
and I saw them, and I was like, oh shit. And she was like, so what should we do? Go to the female? And I'm like, listen, you just go to the guy. And she's like, go to the guy? What do you mean? You always say like go to the female, try her out first, whatever. But I knew that she was like a crazy ass player just
Yeah.
as much as he was.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know where to go on this.
Yeah, it's Ashley Griffith, I believe her name. She plays in the Florida Pro League.
Okay, so Griffith.
If that's who you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah,
they
she's
just
great.
they did so freaking awesome, man.
Yeah.
They were just such great players. I mean, I was just trying to see where to go, and the only thing that I could do was to hit to his backhand, his left foot, or the middle, in between his feet, and that was it. Because my wife has a really good cross court dink, but it's just that if it's Ashley, you said, she was just on it. She was
Yeah.
just super solid, and she was not moving like at all, and she was hitting the same spot. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, when it's our serve, let's lob it. I don't know, like, let's do something. Let's switch.
Net cord winner.
Yeah, I switched with her. I did. I tried all types of stuff. I think we got like 4 points, maybe 5 points or something like that. But they were super solid. And then I saw them over at the OAP, and I was like, oh shoot, they might end up in the freaking finals because they're super solid. Both of them are like crazy, and you don't see that a lot where the females, like, she has the power, she has the reaction time, she has just like all that stuff that the guy has, and it's like almost equal.
Yeah, she was the only girl that played in the Open Moneyball co-ed, and they made a deep playoff run. I think they got like 5th or something. It was out of 25 teams or something. Yeah, she's great. Yeah,
she's pretty cool. And that's it, right? That's it. Dave said cut it off. That's it. Go. So we'll try to do this next week because we're not here Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
The weekend is busy. It's my birthday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
You have 3 birthdays?
Yeah, bro, I got a birthday weekend, bro.
Wow.
What are you talking about? Sometimes I do birthday weeks. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta
everybody
do something.
Celebrate me.
Yeah, exactly. For a whole week, torture everybody around me. No.
We call it Brian Week around.
It's just not my day. It's my week. Damn it. But yeah, so hopefully we can do this soon next week. Congratulations again to all the players that entered, and again, we'll be contacting you soon. Thanks again, Carbon, Rainstorm, Dave. Any shout outs?
Yeah, and if you are interested in playing in any of our leagues or tournaments, check out official OAP.com. They are all posted up there. We got a lot of stuff coming up this summer, so don't miss out.
Awesome. All right. See you guys in the next. You good? Dave wants to say something. Just kidding. See you guys in the next one. Peace.